you said on the last podcast you were spending 40 to 60K a month.
What else can you possibly do?
How much? What do you spend it on though? Because like I can't even
Let me see
personally
my
conceive
fucking
about
personal
that.
Amex statement. Let's
40
see
to
what
60K a month on personal expenses.
Yeah, it's not a business expense.
So what is
Well,
that?
everything's a
like? You
business
got
expense.
rent. You have fake Rolexes. You have you
Let's see my
have
statements.
rented exotics. You have
July 11th to present. So it's August 5th right now.
Jesus.
but like on what?
51.
What's that comprised of? A couple car payments, couple rents.
Flights, hotels.
Well, I also went to Europe.
Okay.
Oh, my Facebook ads are still on here. That's weird. STK, 8th Street, Hilton, West Palm, Bay.
I see a 2K bill. I'm like, shit.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, like, So one thing that Ben and I talk about is because so I'll get back to Tom Cruise. We were on a boat with him, and we asked him. We were like, dude, like, at what point do you feel money? Like, at what point does a bill make you go, ooh? And he said, below 150K, it's like inconsequential. I said, like, what if a table at a club you want to go to is like 30K? He's like, go right now, like literally no problem, 30K. I was like, what? And so like my number for that has gotten way higher. So like me and Ben have become friends with this like club promoter in Miami. He's just like a funny little side character in our lives because like he's the most persistent dude ever. We literally never answer this guy, and I feel so bad because he's like the nicest guy ever.
Yeah.
And he always texts us, like literally like 3-4 times a week. He's like, hey man, pop out. Like it's gonna be sick. Like we're gonna go to, he always wants to go to space. Like you were talking about earlier. It's like, there's no way in fuck I'm going to space.
Yeah.
No shot.
No shot.
But like there was one time like we went to Komodo and Ben bought like a bottle or two that it was like $1,200. And then we were gonna go to 11, I think, and we were gonna go to space with these two girls that we found, and it was like $4K for a table, and like I was gonna pay for that table, and in my head we didn't have it going, but in my head I was like, it's nothing like that's not that crazy anymore. So like now, like if I'm looking at hotel rooms, I just want the suite because I just want it, like like I'm in a watch group chat where it's like my watch guy like will just post watches all the time. If it's like, if I actually like it and it's under 50K, instant snag. Like it's just, if I like, but I don't know, like it just doesn't really matter. Like that's the only thing that's changed.
What do you think led you to being like that? Like
I've always been impulsive and fucking irresponsible.
So it's
like bro, even when I have like no money, like I would always spend myself to zero. Like that's like not something I'm like super proud of, but like, yeah, that's just like the way that I.
For me personally,
What do you feel like your relationship with money, because you don't hold it in a high standard, means you make more?
Sorry, say it again.
Like you don't hold money in a high standard because you're willing to just fucking spend it tomorrow.
I mean, yeah, kind of. Like I don't know. I just like
it's like frugality. Ben said frugality keeps you poor. You think that because you're willing to like let go of money and spend it on shit, that means that it comes back to you easier?
That's more of like a spiritual thing that you kind of have to believe in. I don't know if I fully believe in that. I've probably talked about it. But like, no, I think frugality is the most disgusting shit I've ever heard in my life. Like, it's actually, it makes me sad. Like the guy that was like, that stitched you.
Yeah.
Like that makes me sick to my stomach.
Like I spent $5 on coffee today. He's like, oh.
Yeah.
It's funny to think back to college when like your boys would order a $10 Uber. They'd be like, yo, you want to Venmo me $250?
Legit. Yeah. Like I remember.
At that point, we're all broke. So
you understand it though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like it's nothing against them. I mean,
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying like the mindset shift. It's where we're at now. It's like,
Look at Scott. Look at Scott filming shit.
It's so weird, like how quick your circumstances can completely change.
Yeah, my biggest thing is like not saving for a rainy day, but like you talked earlier about wanting to have a family. And I feel like for me, like, and you're kind of doing this already, but spending money on myself isn't that interesting.
Oh yeah, I like, I don't know, like, what is there to buy? I like watches. That's pretty much the.
Tell us what is there to buy. You spend $50K a month. But tell us what is there to buy.
Oh, it's always traveling. Like it's dinners. It's dinners and just bills like that, and fucking going to hotels and just like throwing money at people.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed this short clip, check out the full interview here. And if you want to see more clips from this episode, check it out right here.